Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode. After 5 years, 7 days, 16 hours, and 32 seconds, guess what your boy got? Guess what your boy got? Uh, in inventory. I'm a dum dum. Whoa, I forgot I got those. Ah, there it is. Look at that. Gallium. I got 6 of them. Now, how did I get 6 of them, you ask? Well, I'm not gonna lie. I may or may not have gifted myself a few things from my main account. I gave myself a resource credit booster, sorry, credit booster, a resource booster, and then a resource drop chance booster. Um, I'm not going to be doing this the whole time. I only wanted to do it just for the beginning, just because it is a little rough on the resources. Um, just to give you a rundown of what that costs, it's about 80 plat per 7-day bundle, so that's what 100 240 that I sent myself in plat. Basically, I am not going to be giving myself platinum in this game. For one, I can't, because I don't have 2 devices where I'd be able to log into both accounts to do so. But that part of the grind I'm going to be doing by myself. I did want to just, kind of up the chances for resources and, maybe do the credits just to progress a little bit. I did run a couple extra missions as well. We had the neuroptics already. I went ahead and I had already crafted that one. I went ahead and ran the Jackal assassination mission one more time just so I could get the chassis as well, since we already crafted the system. That way, by next time, I can hopefully start Rhino, maybe have him for the next video. It's going to take 11 hours. Probably not the next video. It'll probably be a couple videos from now. But we are going to continue on with the story and getting those extraction points after we do this. So we're going to go to the Arbiters of Hexus. And oh, there's no way. Oh, okay. So now it doesn't let... Bruh.
You are on the verge of a new truth.
Bruh. I am so confused on why it didn't let me do that last time. And why it's telling me the rank up reward to get to the next one is what costs gallium. Well, that sucks. I just wasted some of y'all's time last video. I do apologize. Well, on the bright side, we can continue on. Oh my gosh. I'm a total noob. I will admit, I did also kind of restart this. Well, restart. I restarted and made a new character because I wanted to experience the new game. Maybe help someone out down the road with some tips or just recommendations, or just maybe someone will just enjoy the walkthrough. But the the main part I wanted to experience was I kind of lost touch a little bit with some aspects of Warframe. For example, making a little new mistake like that, just not reading into what it's actually asking me to do. I still could have pledged to him. But that's, I haven't done that in over 10 years. So, it's good to have those little mistakes. Hopefully that helps someone. Hey, get on my excavator. My excavator. It's funny, you can destroy these. They generate heat, so you don't take damage. But you take them away, and if I go stand up here now... Oh no, it's not, because there's one right there. If you take them all away, you could actually take damage, which is kind of funny. It's a weird variable they added in this game. Reload faster, buddy. Another extractor. Oh, I am so dumb. I'm over here chit-chatting. Dude, today is not my day, guys. Today is not my day. I've had a lot going on over the past couple days, and as you can tell, I'm not even aware of what's going on within the game. Like, I'm not bringing the batteries to the freaking thing like I need to. I'm just a dum-dum. Oh my gosh, and they're all over it too. Okay. You ever just have those days where you just... I don't know if this happens to anyone else or if it's just me, but I swear, some days I'll sleep and I'll get good sleep, right? You know, I go to bed at a decent time. I do have 2 kids who keep me up sometimes, but you know, I'll get so much sleep that when I wake up, I'm still tired. I feel like that's what's happened to me. Like, I'm exhausted from sleeping, which I don't get how that makes sense. I did not mean to... See, like, I didn't even mean to do that ability. I was trying to do my ultimate. Ugh, your boy might need to take a break after this. It is, once again, not his day. And the other one's probably gonna die. Oh, nice. See, I didn't even know you needed to do one. I thought you were gonna have to do multiple. I'm so... Ugh. It's been one of those days, one of those days. Let's just get out of here before I screw something else up. Oh my gosh. I swear I get enough sleep. I don't know, maybe I don't. You know, with it being New Year's, you know, you always have like New Year's resolutions. Mine this year was just to get better shape, better sleep. Obviously, I need to get better sleep because, oh my gosh, I'm so out of it. But I wanted to wake up today and, you know, I told myself I would make a few videos, get some content out. My goal right now is just to do it at least once a day, you know, with creating videos. I want to have a backlog of videos so that way if anyone ever discovers my channel, you know, they come back, they have other things to do. So, oh my gosh, like I can't even speak properly. Obviously we don't have enough Rubido, so lovely. But we're gonna go ahead and do the next one, which is the harness. There's 3 parts to the Warframe, though. There's 3 parts to the Arcwing that you have to do to complete the quest, of course. So we're on to the second part, and then there'll be one more part after, which I think is the last one's a defense mission. And you do a couple excavations. Alright, excavation. Only need to do 1 excavation. Don't forget about the... Oh, nice. We need this Rubido. This is great. Batteries. Install the batteries. Ooh. Curious what everyone here does for work. You don't mind answering that. You don't have to if you don't feel comfortable sharing that information. Just genuinely curious. I'm currently work customer service for, we'll call it X company. But I've been back in school trying to get my degree in cybersecurity. I think I might have mentioned that in a previous video, but thought I'd mention it again. Something that I learned growing up is, you know, I never really liked school in general until I got older, a little bit more mature, and figured out some of the benefits of it. I mean, there's some classes that you take and you're just like, what am I supposed to do with this? I think math is like the most commonly one that I hear people use in that sense. Like, you know, you're not going to be sitting there using equations to count money. but there is some jobs that I've seen where they've used some of that information. Like, geometry is one of the funnier ones to me. It's like mainly about shapes and angles and whatnot. It's like, well, it's only a set amount of careers where that's going to be beneficial to you. So it just seems like some of the information is useless. I'm sure some people feel like I don't know, they got to figure out the whole school situation at some point.
That's it. You found an Arcwing part blueprint. Head
But
to extraction when
that
you're
is
ready.
not my job, so I'm not gonna. I don't want to get too political into it because you know, everyone's gonna have different views and understandings of it. I'm not saying the school system's bad by any means. It's definitely something that's necessary. It's just the way some things are taught. Like, you know, I remember in high school they taught us how to write a check, which I was like, I mean, this is, I don't feel like I'm ever gonna have to write a check. And I think, to be honest with you, in my whole entire life, I've only written one check, maybe two, but it was convenient to know, but I feel like not completely necessary. Like, why aren't we in high school learning about, you know, how to do a job in the sense of like careers, you know? If I was taught how to become a manager, how to have like a
Ordis does hope to see the Arcwing soon.
whatchamacallit, I can't even think. Um like in school, if I was taught how to, you know, work with other people in the sense of being a manager and running things, like that would have been beneficial, or how to start your own business, or everything's technology based now, like
The Orkin Archive has
how to make a
lost this
YouTube video, like
location.
that'd have been
Defend the
nice, you
extractors
know.
until you find an Arcwing part blueprint.
I actually do think they teach that in college now, is they have classes for YouTube. I think I recall I used to work at Best Buy back in the day, and they there was a lady who was coming in and was purchasing something that was for set video. I think it was a GoPro at the time, which I thought was interesting. It was more
The
about
excavator has been deployed. Strike down power carrying
she wanted to
elements.
record the
Defend
information
cells and bring the
or
cells
record
to
the
the
setting or
excavator to
whatever the
generate
case
power.
was, just so that way her students could work on editing and promoting and, you know, all that good stuff. See, that would have been beneficial for someone like me trying to
Fear your foes.
make a career out of
Strike them
YouTube,
down
which,
and bring
you
their
know, I
cells
don't
to
know,
the
it may happen, it may never happen, whoever knows. But I'll always tell people, and I will always say it, you know, for one, everyone starts at zero. You know, you're not gonna just log in one day and be the I showed speeds, high CNOTs, or, you know, the ninjas of the world. You know, there is a little bit of luck involved, I'm assuming.
The excavator has lost power.
And, you know,
Find another cell and bring it to
it,
the unpowered
it,
excavator.
if you're persistent about things, you're more likely to get lucky. But if you're not
Scanner
consistent and
detected
persistent,
target mark.
then,
Go to the dig site.
you know, you're kind of selling
The
yourself short.
excavator is fully powered.
I think I've done throughout the
Fuel
years, you
cells will
know.
be used to
I
restore its shields.
I stream on Twitch. It took me a while to get affiliated, and I was never consistent, which, you know, some of that had to do with the job. You know, I was getting married, I had a wife and kids, you know, there's other variables that can be considered excuses, which, I mean, by all means, they are in a way, but at the same time, like, I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and try to start my Twitch career while I'm just now welcoming my son into the world. You know, those are moments that I'm never gonna get back in life. So, obviously, there's priority in the world too, so.
That's it. You found an Arcwing part blueprint. Head
But
to
I'm
extraction
also,
when
you know,
you're ready.
that brings up a good question too. Like, what is it that you watch YouTube for? Like, what are some of the things that bring you to YouTube? Is it just the late night, you know, hey, I need to go to bed, I'm gonna wind down with some YouTube? Is it you watch during work? You just watch throughout the day when you're bored, you don't have a TV show to watch, or whatever the case is. I know for me it's kind of all the above. Uh, Mainly I find myself on YouTube mostly at night, you know, before bed. That is my wind down routine, is, you know, watch a playthrough, watch a couple videos, you know, maybe I'm watching videos on Warframe on how to do this or how to do that, or, you know, what's the new meta, what are other people saying about other Warframes, weapons, mods, nerfs, buffs, updated content, new content. You can see right here too with the standings, you're seeing a little bit. I never mentioned that. So you're gonna go down on other ones, and once you get down to -2, they will send enemies to you at random moments throughout the course of your Warframe. But you also get progression. So like once we hit 5,000, we can rank up. Same thing with Cephalon's Suda. And you can rank them up here. You know, that was the part that we were
Are on the verge of a
bamboozled
new
by.
truth.
But yeah, it's interesting. Let's see where we're at here. So the Odanta harness we can craft. We can craft the systems now. We could craft. Oh, cool. We could craft it all. That means we could start the Odanta, which is going to be huge because there is a specific mission. And you know what? Since that's going to take a minute to do, I'm just going to run a mission and talk about it a little bit. So I'm going to go back to Earth. I am going to run this sabotage mission because once we get to, I want to say it's Tikal. Tikal is the assassination mission on this objective. Once I max out Volt, I will be playing him a majority of the time on harder missions, but there's a Warframe that is kind of like your go-to daily, you know, defensive excavations when you're looking for resources in Hydroid. One of the easier ones to get because of the bonus with the augment, which I'll, you know, once we get there, I'll show you. It's gonna be awesome when I'm gonna be able to do that. Where are these guys at? Interesting. So, sabotage mission again. We did one earlier in earlier episode. These are pretty straightforward. I mean, you could skip all these enemies if you want to kill them for extra resource drops, credits. I mean, go for it. There's no, you know, I'll keep saying it. There's no like special way to play this game in terms of that. You know, sometimes I'll sit here and kill all the enemies in front of me if they're in front of me, but most of the time I won't turn around and go kill enemies I pass unless it's an exterminate mission. At least on the main account. On this account I probably should try to kill everything, try to loot everything, like these chests, you know. If you want to hit those. Look at that affinity. That's EXP. Oopsie.
Now get to the injector.
I'm going to the injector. Stop yelling at me. You ever just get like lost in life or like whatever you're gonna do? You just like hit a roadblock. Like one of those moments, like what am I supposed to do? What should I be doing? What could I be doing? You know, I don't know if that's like a common thing, but I know for myself that's something that I get into my head about. And I'm definitely an overthinker. There's no, you know, no sugarcoating that one. I overthink everything. Sometimes for good reasons, sometimes for the wrong reasons, but, you know. I feel like it's something that you can't control. At least I can't, I know. I'll be laying there in bed trying to go to sleep, can't go to sleep for like an hour. And all I've been thinking about is, you know, what sounds really good for breakfast. You know, maybe I'm just hungry, maybe I should just go eat, but it's like some of the random thoughts, but I also find myself sometimes thinking worst case scenarios for situations as well. It is good to talk to people about it if that is something that you go through in life. The more you talk about it, the better you feel about certain things. I know that's something that's helped me out in the past, is just talk to people. You know, let them know what's up. It could be someone that's a friend, family member. It could be a random on YouTube that makes videos of Warframe, you know.
You just destroyed a massive batch of
Yes,
Grineer
I
toxin.
did.
Good work. Get to extraction.
Oops, I double clicked it. Oh, hold up. I saw the eggs in this enemy. Get over here. And that ferrite deposit. Oopsie. A bunch of chests. Later. Oh, I really want the scanner. I want to be able to scan these. It's somewhat beneficial. Whee.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Nice, so I did 100% of the damage compared to everyone else that ran that mission with me. No, 97 kills to the 0 that they did, which is nice. Not to confuse anyone, I'm completely being facetious, joking, sarcastic about it. There was obviously no one that was in the missions with me, so. Alright, let's go ahead and make that a Danta.
The operator has all the necessary blueprints.
Oh,
to craft
yeah,
the
he
Arcwing device. What are
does.
you waiting for?
I'm not waiting for anything. I can't do this one yet. Ah ha ha ha. So let's take a look here. Oh, you know, another thing I haven't really talked about too is, you know, in Warframe, I'm not sure if you've seen yet or if you've taken a look, but they do sell skins and stuff for Warframe. So if you ever want to go in the full customization, you know, there's some pretty cool skins for certain characters and stuff you could do, which is, it is a paying aspect of it. Like, look at this bug skin for Rhino. He's a beetle. You could be the beetle, the Rye beetle. I don't know. I'm not good with names. But I know this is something I do. Like, this was one of my favorite skins when it came out. It's like a Gundam. It always, that's at least what it reminded me of with Zephyr. So, all right, let's go claim these and see what happens. The Odanta.
Congratulations, you've crafted an Arcwing. Now I must commence calibration. So much to do. By my calculations, this process will take 372 hours. Oh, that does seem like a
Lovely.
long time.
Tenno, this is an urgent mission. A Corpus scout ship with information about the location of the Grineer Baelor Fomorians has been located. Raid this ship for intel. We need to know everything they do.
Go ahead, copy all these colors real quick. You do get a set of weapons with these. You won't get them every time. So when you craft like the Amisha, the Elytrons, or the Itzels, you won't get weapons that go along with them. Those you'll have to craft separately. But these are kind of like the basic ones that come with it. They can be modded as well. You're not gonna have any mods for it yet because you do have to run Arcwing missions to do so. But it is pretty cool, right? Oh yeah, we got the Fragor. Nice. Not gonna use the Fragor. Let me check something real quick. 12. Only have 740. I have redirection. I have vitality. You go ahead and put diamond skin on because I don't have it, and fast deflection just because why not? Might as well, you know, pimp them out completely. I haven't looked at these in a minute. So slash is good on your weapons. It's the bleed that I had mentioned. There's, yeah, I want this actually because the reload speed is terrible. We could probably equip everything. We already have that one, of course. Same thing here. So let's go. Status duration is nice. Target cracker. I haven't had that on there. Interesting. Reload speed's nice. Not necessary, but nice. Ammo maximum instead of magazine capacity. Basically the same thing. It's just very weirdly worded. 50% energy, we don't care about that. Pressure point, we already have that. Shocking touch, we already have that. No, we don't. Not enough capacity. Well, everything else we'd like on here. Unless we want to go... Do we want to go cold electricity? No, blast is fine. Blast is fine. This one, I don't think you can upgrade it yet. Oh, we do. Okay, so I didn't realize I picked that up, but you get 8 seconds additional to the hacking, which is nice. You will get these as you go on. There's some for executions, so when you execute the enemies, you get like a bonus. Sometimes it unlock chests and stuff, but you know, it is what it is. Do that. I'm almost tempted to take this off, but slash on. It's nice and convenient to have that from that, but cold slows the enemies down and it reduces, yeah, so critical damage, or sorry, increases your critical damage, which is nice. We'll do fast hands, that's fine, and then we can do piercing hit too. So see, it already comes with innate cold damage, so just pumping that up even more is nice instead of worrying about magnet one or whatever. Let's go complete this real quick. Sorry, I'm all over the place today, guys and girls. And long week. Should be cool. Not gonna skip this because this is a new intro. Oh, not yet. I lied.
Tenno, tensions between the Grenier and Corpus are boiling over. You're here to find out what the Corpus know.
I'm just gonna rush through this mission. You'll see why.
The Corpus have extorted the Grenier. Throw back. Consider our contracts cancelled. This is a hostile takeover.
Is it now?
Did you really believe the Tenno destroyed all my Fomorians?
We have a problem. There is something breaking from the void.
Meet Baelor. Your fate, my future.
Wait till they get done talking.
This ship is disintegrating. Aborting mission. Get to extraction.
Sorry, ship integrity will not permit extraction at this time.
Alright, so
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
we're gonna do this.
You only have one chance. Fortis, deploy our need to get to the other side of this debris field where Ordis can safely extract you. That Zeppelin just engaged an energy net. You're stuck in here until it's destroyed.
Same thing on this one, you know. Melee and all that good stuff. Get out of my way. You also have abilities.
The net is down. Get going.
These missed enemies, of course.
Energy net.
Oh,
You're
there we
stuck
go
in here
again.
until you take out that Zeppelin. Tenno, you have to keep moving. Energy net dissipating. Keep moving.
I might kill some of these guys because, you know, we currently don't have any mods for these. Here, dude. And killing these enemies will drop the mods for the arc guns and also the melee as well. They're all different mods, so it's not like on your companion where you can equip some of the mods you have. Oops. I don't know what this ability does, I forget.
Operator, the Archwing is performing beyond expectations. I suppose my calibration process was not necessary after all.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
There we go.
Stay out of the line of fire.
Doing my best. Oh, where's the shield? Yes.
You're almost through the debris field. Just a little bit further.
You do lunge when you melee as well, which is nice. So, in terms of like staying attached to the enemies.
Ordis, can you extract now? Tenno, stand by for pickup.
And that is the Arcwing.
Another job well executed.
Those are specific missions, but you could also get in its on a like an augment where you can summon it in the open world, which is going to be the next thing we do. So that way I can go back to Earth and do some of those missions as well.
We now have the tools to take on
Yep.
Vahag and his Baelor Fomorians. His arsenal is growing, but so will ours.
And there it
There
is,
are
the
more Archwing
Arcwing
designs
launcher.
and more weapons. Together we will take to the skies and confront this new threat.
So this Arcwing launcher that you get is super nice to have. Does it just give it to you now? I thought you have to craft it. There's no way it just gives it to you now. I used to, if this is a thing, hold up. No way. That's freaking awesome, dude. Oh, and I actually could have been scanning stuff. Dang it. Dude. You used to, so early on when this game came out, you used to have to grind some resources up to get the Arcwing launcher. Like, that's awesome that you can summon it like that now. So, like, just to give you an example, and then I'm probably gonna cut the video after that. I'm just gonna go into the Plains of Eidolon and show you. No, I don't want to find us. Well, I guess we're doing some missions too. Like, these enemies are probably gonna be too high level, to be honest with you. Whew. Oh, it's nighttime, that's why they're in here. Okay, well, anyways. Yeah, buddy. I'll show you. With nighttime, there's a reason these people are out here. These things. Now, I can't really do damage to this guy. He can mess me up. But doing these eidolons, super hard for new people. Volt is a really good Warframe to fight those guys with. So, let me just leave. Also, if you're ever in a squad, you could just leave a squad so that way it doesn't like bring everyone, but it will migrate more than likely, even if you're the host or not the host. But those eidolons are super beneficial. There's a storyline that'll kind of go over that and explain it a little bit later. I don't want to spoil anything because it has to do with a little pathway up here we can't do yet. So, anyways, I just wanted to show you that is what the Arcwing launcher does. That does give us access to fly around and kind of travel a little bit quicker, you know, around those. In the next video, let me see what we got. So Heart of Deimos, that's just another opening for can't think, words not working. Another opening to another open world Deimos. So you can see these guys. So it is a pretty cool quest, I will say. I am gonna try to do it as it goes. I'm gonna come back here, do the side quests, complete the Seiya's Vigil, and then these are Warframe quests. So I will come back and do this one just to continue progressing. As you can see, we're making some good progress. It's a little bit slower than someone, you know, this game can be like speed ran. Basically, I'm trying to take my time and enjoy it a little bit more. There might be playthroughs where people just run through it and, you know, skip around, but I want to show you the whole experience as I'm doing it. So that's kind of why I'm doing it the way I am. If there's anything else you want out of this or any recommendations, I'll definitely look into them as well and maybe take some of those. But you know, once again, we're probably gonna cut it here. It was another 40 minutes of video worth for y'all. If you do enjoy, just, you know, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. I do appreciate y'all joining me today, and I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Later.